Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
I'll tell you, a lot of times I'm talking to Todd in the evening and he is driving to go pick up food for his family, or he's on a hike or a walk with his wife. I was at the hospital with his father having surgery. He's flies out to LA to have a time with his daughter. Like, I mean, and the guy literally calls 10 realtors a day every day. I'm like, you're just like a secret agent. Like, it's not complicated. You make everything just seem like duh. And I really think it's like living. Galen and I this year, at the beginning of last year, actually started with the planner, and we were on the full focus planner. And what I love is that Win by Noon incorporates that. As part of my coaching, y'all, one of the questions for everybody with accountability is, did you pick your top 3 for tomorrow? Did you pick your top 3? Because this philosophy of Win by Noon is actually coming in with a purpose and getting the big, scary, important, awesome, needle moving things done right away. Then no matter what happens, no matter who rejects you, no matter how your day goes sideways, no matter what chaos happens, you can say, I had a successful day. And the gap and the gain we've talked about is this. The gap is when you have this result, you have this vision of your life, and you say, I want to have 10 loans a month. And you're like, oh, but I'm only at 7. You wouldn't believe how many times you could go, well, I'm not doing that good. I'm doing 7. I'm like, you're doing 7 freaking loans. You know how many people in the industry right now would die to be doing 7 loans this month? In fact, the statistic is the top 50% of the entire industry are closing 5 million a year or more. You're in the top 50% if you're closing 5 million in volume. It's nuts. So the point is, stop looking at the gap. Look at your progress from yesterday. Okay? That is how you celebrate tiny victories, is you look at your planner from yesterday and you go, oh, I had 3 things. I only got 1 done. Okay, today, what are the 3 things? And oh my gosh, I got 2 done. And you got a habits tracker and you prep a little bit more and you show up with 5 minutes early at that coffee shop and you put the person with their back this way and you count those little victories that we're talking about. And I'm telling you, 5 years later, a year later, 3 months later, your life looks wildly different. Galen's not in the room. Him and Gemma slid out, I guess. Are they here? They're outside. Okay. Well, you know, Galen has ADHD. So do both my daughters. And he never really knew that. You don't learn a lot when they didn't diagnose that. And we decided, fuck it, let's get on medication, because he started smoking weed at 13 to self-medicate because he was just like so crazy. And I said, what if the medication helped you? What if? What if we gave the kids this and they didn't self-medicate? What if? And so he's like, yeah, okay, I'm going to lead by example. I'm going to take the leap. I'm going to go for it. In addition to that, I put him on a call with the full focus planner and we both got one. And we started as a husband and wife on Sundays, sitting down and looking at our week and coming up with the top 3. The way that we can partner and rely on each other has 10x'd since we started using a planner, like literally 10x. In fact, today he was like, oh, Gwen's got that therapy thing. He's on count. And I'm telling you guys, before this, don't ever email Galen. He's never going to look at it. I cannot rely on him at all, right? Don't ever give him any of the logistics. Don't give him any of the planning. And what I was doing is just piling on. It's not that he didn't want to. And most of it was subconscious. I had no idea I was doing that. And I'm not saying go get medicated. What I'm saying is the planner was the tactical thing that he needed. He like literally goes, if I haven't been looking at my planner, then I'm lost. And I'm like, yeah, no shit, we'd all be lost. And like keeping stuff in our phone, when every time you look at your phone, you get a notification, it takes you here, it takes you there, it takes you there, just doesn't work. So one of the things is knowing your top 3. When you close out your day by putting your top 3 down for tomorrow, you can have peace that you can close it, that you can shut it down. Like, I had my good day. I know what the top 3 are tomorrow. I can trust that if I go home and I'm present in my life and I go out and get my walk and I take care of my dog and I cook a healthy meal, whatever the hell, I dance to music. I like live a life outside of this work, that when I get here tomorrow at my start time, I know the 3 things and I'm just going to bang it out. And at the end of my day, I'm going to look at it. I'm going to count my victories. I'm going to look at my progress. I'm going to name the top 3 for tomorrow. That is how you kick ass, and anyone can do it. But if we've never had the plan and we don't work it, it's just really hard. So thank you for taking this planner and using it. It's the reason I bought it for you. I wanted you to have it. I don't want to send you to some website for you to then execute. I want you to use it. Last thing, we've got a few minutes. This is the execution implementation sheet. I literally think I have how many minutes now? 10? I have 12. Okay, so spend 5 minutes writing down your 10 things, or 3 or 5 or whatever. And then what would be the next step? I'm going to give you 7 minutes to do it and then 5 minutes to share, because you're then going to commit to those 2 things. And then we're done. It's called the next best thing. And it's, everybody find it? All right, 7 minutes on the clock. Oh, Gail and I each have our own full focus, but yeah, we go through them on Sundays together. If I need something done, I'll just open his planner and I'll put it on his list. And he like loves the list. And as a wife, I've always not wanted to be that naggy, high maintenance, needy, like giving you a list. He freaking loves a list. He wants to knock it out. And that was a big shift for us as well. Okay. So what I'd like you to do is pick a partner and pick 2 of the things that you are 100% fully committed to. The 2 most important things that will move the needle, that you are passionate about doing, that you are excited about. And it needs to sound like this, Vanessa. I will do these 2 things. No weak language here. I'm going to try. Well, I know I should. We're done with that. I will do these 2 things. And my next step is, okay, go. All right, come on back. Min, you got it. All right. It's the final moment, and I want to send a really heartfelt message on the way out here. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for believing in yourself and believing that you're worth it, that there's something expansive out there for you. I don't want to say more, because it's not really about more. It's about richer, fuller, embodied for all of us. You know, like we sell loans for a living, but somehow we get to help self-actualize. We get to find purpose. We get to march forward and change other people's lives. And like loans just happens to be the vehicle to do that. But we're all here for a purpose and a special reason. And there's only one you. And the reality is we all embody all characteristics. We are all lazy and we're all motivated. We are all dysfunctional and we are all perfect. We are all scared and we're all fearless. The question is, in this range of our personality, what decisions are we going to make to stay on the light side? How are we going to embrace those parts of ourselves that we're ashamed of, or that we keep talking negatively about, or that we're living in the past about? My wish for all of us is that we boldly step into tomorrow, into a 10x vision, that you have something so exciting about your life, that you can see the people you're surrounding with, the laughter that you're having, the confidence that you're feeling, the health that you're radiating, the love that you share, the meaning that is it, that you go, yeah, it's worth doing the work. I said in the beginning, it's belief. My hope is over the last day and a half, 2.5, if you've been here, how many of you come into the hike tomorrow morning? Oh my God, we're going to have fun. I'm so excited. If you don't have information on the hike because you didn't RSVP or whatever, are we sending it to everybody? Laura's already got you handled. Okay. So that'll be good. We'll get some movement. We're going to have continued conversations, but my hope is that you've locked in a belief that's giving you more of that fire. And if you're not there yet, that's okay, because sometimes it has to get messier before it gets really clear. But what I hope I did is I sparked some of the engine. I got you to wake up a little bit. I got you to see that, like, it is amazing to be around people like this with conversations like this that are real, that are authentic, that are going for it, that are bold, that have audacity, and you belong here. I hope that in every conversation you've had, you felt like, wow, I feel good here. I feel loved here. I feel seen here. I feel cared for here. Because I truly love every single one of you. And I'm so grateful that I get to do this work because you lean in right next to me. I mean, it's truly an unbelievable life experience for me to do this. And I'm so jacked about what we're going to do over the next 6 months and the way in which we're going to grow and the things that we're all going to do together. And I'm excited to be more connected. Call me, text me, Instagram me, tell me your wins, tell me your tiny victories, tell me your huge victories. Let's cheer each other on. Hope the friends that you've made, you connect on social, and we do cheer each other on. We do like them. We do stretch ourselves, because in this environment, we are exposing ourselves to say, I'm up for expansion, and we get to support each other in that expansion. And if shit happens and life happens over the next 5 or 6 months, all I hope and ask is that you show back up here, because this room will be here again to welcome you with open arms and with love and with belief. And I'll be back here again telling you about how great you are and getting you to tap into your fire and finding those 1 or 2 things that you believe that you can do, that plan that you can go execute. And I'll be here to offer accountability and a kick in the butt or a hug or whatever you need. Thank you for an awesome 2 days. I'm excited to see you on the hike if you're coming tomorrow. Thank you to my speakers, who many of them were like scared shitless or like, I don't know, but that said hell yes to being here and then poured their heart and soul into what they prepared for you guys. They spent hours and hours in stress and conversations to make sure they brought it at the highest level. And what do you think? Do you think our speakers brought it? Was this not the best ever? We did it. Thank you. Let's go out and kick some ass.